Well, good morning, it's John Neal here. Welcome. It's Friday the 10th of May 2024. Yeah, it's another bike ride. Let's go. Come on. Well, finally the sun has come out. It's a little bit hazy so far, but it's just nice, not too hot. We've had one or two hot days. The sun is out, spring is here, late spring, maybe even summer. So it's really good. And yeah, great day to go and have a look at a little lane over near Bramcote, which I think will be a bit of a surprise. Oh, by the way, do you like the new specs? Because it's become more spring-like, there are more flying bugs in the air, and it's said though that there are 60% fewer bugs than there were 20 years ago, which I'd say that would be true, because you drive out in the car nowadays and you don't get the front of the car all splattered with bugs. Have you noticed? That's the case here in the UK anyway. Anyway, let's press on with this ride. I'm going to go down the road here, which is a busy one, but then it'll be off-road round the back of the golf course here in Nuneaton. So I'm setting off down Eastboro Way, which is a very busy road, and so I'm going to stay on this footpath cycleway to one side. But the surface is terrible. Look at it. Oh look, the River Anchor, as featured in one of my previous videos. I don't know if you can see from this video, but the surface of this cycleway pathway is absolutely atrocious. It's terrible, look. I see the Crow's Nest pub at the bottom of Crowhill Road is waiting for the apostrophe to turn up from the sign writers. And this is where I turn off the main road, thank goodness, and take this footpath to the back of the golf course. The beautiful horse chestnut trees have flowers which are either pink, like these, or white. Absolutely stunning. Then bit by bit the path gets a little bit smaller and narrower and less gravelly and more muddy. A point of interest here, because this is a shot from the drone, and as I go underneath the drone and then off into the distance, you might think, hang on, you've got to make your way all the way back to this point to pick the camera up. Well, of course, with the drone, you don't. You just fly it forwards to where you are. And despite the hot sunny weather, the shaded areas are still quite muddy. But it's still quite rideable, and there are far fewer dog walkers here as well. It's getting a little bit warm, and I don't need high vis along this little path. This tiny track by now has led me to some open fields, so I can have a bit more fun with the drone.
looking for my mother.
You can see that over the other side of this hedge they are starting to build houses at the end of Golf Drive. I had to keep the drone low below these power lines, but this shot along here was just fantastic. The drone was doing a great job.
And upon my heart as her, she was a believer. Sometimes I can feel her arms holding me as forever. Time changes everything, and everything will change in time. Love changes.
The drone was travelling sideways, of course, and the obstacle sensors don't work, so I had to leap it up over this hedge, which is slightly in the way, but otherwise perfectly safe.
I see in you my mother.
I could now dip it down low to just a few feet, skimming this crop and go past this farmhouse. I love this.
Secret smile, I will tell you when you get older. I place a hand upon your heart. Every beat is taking me over, and I will hold you in my arms. Pretend we'll stay here forever. Time changes.
I can also set the drone to keep me in frame, so as I ride past it keeps me in the shot, and as I said before, I can ride off into the distance as far as I like really, and then just fly the drone forwards to catch me up. Here's a little quiz. Is this me holding the camera, or is it the drone flying just about head height? Answer, it's the drone. I am getting closer to the quest this morning, but these open fields at the back of the golf course at Whitstone are brilliant. I think I've just had the best drone shots for a while, so really pleased with that. But this footpath apparently goes in the thick of all these. This is fairly used as a footpath. Quite a nice environment. Look at all this marshy grass, buttercups. It's a pleasant day. One other thing, by the way, yes, it's shorts, which are essential because it's hot. But if you end up going through undergrowth like that, you're in trouble, particularly if there's any stinging nettles. That's the biggest bugbear. Fortunately, none of that today so far.
Looking for my mother's eyes as I'm staying close to the mirror. A lock of gold, a secret smile, little things I remember. Place a hand upon my heart as her.
I've got to stop filming. Look at it. Need two hands on the wheel. See you in a minute. Oh, have I stung myself? For you, my friends, I will do it. Oh, you can't see, I know how I'm suffering. Look, I'm covered with these things. Just had to come through here. And this is the golf course over this way. That's the trouble with cycling through footpaths. They're for people on foot. Here's another hazard. Look at this, thorns. Whoa. Fortunately, I say fortunately, I shouldn't tempt fate. No punches so far. Here we go. Well, I went down a private road. I know I've done this before, but it was a long time ago. There's quite a nice track going across the field, completely open green field with short grass on it, so that was good. And that's over here, look, and brings you here. And who doesn't like a piece of old decrepit machinery to lean on to talk to the camera? Right, I'm near Burton Hastings. The canal is just here, and I'll go up here onto the road and then over towards Bramcote to find this tree-lined, tree-canopied little lane for you. Just north of Burton Hastings, I cross over the River Anor Loock in its early stages, not far from its source. Clearly a case of see what you can see when you're out and about, and who doesn't like a rookery? Past the entrance to Gamecock Barracks, and here we are. Thompsons Lane.
Looking for my mother's eyes as I'm staying close to the mirror. A lock of gold, a secret.
Oh no! Well, that was muddier. Can't actually get it out. One in. Oh. You know, I said you've just got to expect what you expect. I didn't expect that. Well, it appears to be called Thompsons Lane, but I'm going to rename it the Lane of the Muddy Boot. Oh, look at that. Who'd have thought it? Off. Right, this is it, Thompsons Lane. Look, completely covered over really with trees. And there's a wren singing for you. It's quite pretty really. Right, all I'm going to do now is cycle home. Well, there's a lot of stuff there. The drone and the going through Burton Hastings, and then down here, put my foot in the mud. You've got everything. Things I do for you. Right, I think I'll sign off here. I just managed to get home in time for lunch. Okay, thank you very much for watching. You will see me next time, and possibly my new glasses. And yeah, take care. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.